my fellow human, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for anybody new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. With that, today we are getting a message and they have something to say to you, so we're going to find out what that is. Let me give these a quick shuffle. What do they have to say to my fellow humans? This could be anybody. It could be a love interest, a lover, a friend, a family member, a co-worker, boss, whatever. You should know who it is by the end of the reading. So, all right, what oracle card will help us better understand what they have to say to them? Okay, we've got the snake coming out with transformation. We're going to take a look at that later. On the bottom, we've got the shark and drive. Right off the bat, whoever this is, they definitely feel like you've changed a lot and that you have a very good drive, like you're doing what you're meant to do. But we're going to find out more about that as we go. So, source, what does this person want to say to my fellow humans? What do they want to say to them? Would you like to share with us? What do they want to say to my fellow humans? Okay, so yeah, we've got North Node, the 5th house, and Libra energy. Okay, so it does feel like this could be a love interest. Okay, it doesn't have to. I've got the sun coming in right here. I don't want to close the blinds because it's just drab when you have the blinds closed when it's already doesn't have very much light in the winter time anyway. So yeah, we're just going to go with it. All right, so this is someone who could very well be a love interest of the 5th house and Libra energy here. Someone who wants to be a love interest, wants to ask you out on a date, who's definitely interested in you, who sees how spirited you are and joyful you are. With the North Node here, we see that they want to say that they feel like you're doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. Like, they really see how balanced you become, how much you've let go of past grievances, and you've overcome a lot in your life, and you have moved on to a new version of yourself, and more or less the more aligned version of yourself, right? 'Cause it's not really a new version, it's just the version of us that we covered up through all that heaviness in life. And so they see you expressing yourself, and they see you being charming and witty and kind and compassionate, and overall like a very peaceful and harmonious energy that's coming from you, and they really, really, really enjoy that. So let's see if we can get some more on it. I love that the North Node came out here when we got the shark on the bottom with drive, because I feel like that's super synchronistic. Okay, I can't block all of the sun, but I think I can block a lot of it. Alright, we're going to use the Osho Zen today. What would they like to tell my fellow human, source? Okay, beyond illusion. Yeah. You see the world in an entirely different way than anybody I've ever met. And sometimes that can be intimidating too, because it's like I might not even see the world the way that you do, but you just leave me speechless with the way that you see the world. Like, you have gone beyond what everybody thought was the way that we needed to be, or the way we needed to act, or the way we needed to think. And you're connecting with a much deeper part of yourself and letting your intuition take flight here. It's like almost questioning, is the butterfly even a butterfly? Like, that's what I just heard right now. Is the butterfly even really a butterfly? It's like, these are types of questions that you may ask. It like sets people questioning their reality, but in a good way, in an inspirational way. Like, it's like, oh wow, if I actually ask these questions, the answers I receive are something that will help me grow. What else here? What would they like to say? Politics. Yeah, you don't play the politics. It's interesting that this will fly out in this way. I don't usually take cards like this, but I feel like it wants to stay this way. I'll get one more. on this. Okay. Oh, yeah, this fell out of the deck, so I'll take that. And then under that, we have the Queen of Wands. They think that you're incredibly attractive. Super attractive. Like, it's interesting because I don't take these in reversals, but the way that it flew out on top of Beyond Illusion, like, that's what it feels like it wants to be. It's this energy where it's like you don't let people sneak into your energy, and maybe you used to. Maybe you used to let people do whatever they wanted, or maybe, you know, it was like you weren't intentionally doing it. Like, you were like, all right, come on in, treat me however. No, it was like, you know, like, that's the way it was. Like, energetically, you didn't know any better, right? And so you've learned how to heal yourself and put yourself back together from people who wear these masks. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you see beyond the mask. Like, this might be also what's incredibly intimidating for this person, is because they may be wearing a mask and you may see beyond that. And that scares them because no one's seen beyond that. And it's like they've always been really good at holding up this wall or this barrier in front of people and playing a part. And with you, they don't feel like they can play a part. And they wish that they could tell you that. But it's also very scary to come through and say that too, because, you know, like, oh my gosh, that's me letting down all of my defenses. They really enjoy, isn't it funny? We've got the snake here that you're like totally lounged out on. Like, see this? And then the snake here is coiled in a very similar way. But look at how, like, this person, their face is just, it's like, I'm ugly underneath this energy. So it's like you see to the core of people's intentions because you've embraced this part of yourself. Like, you've recognized the shadow within, or the hardships that created toxic patterns within you, right? And so you're coiled around growth. You're not coiled around being in a lie or an illusion. And that's something that they're just so shocked by. They're stunned because most people are out there trying to hide themselves from the world, and you're not. Like, you're ready to bear it all, right? Like, you're not worried about what people see. It's just I don't feel like you're really concerned about a lot, but I do feel like you are concerned about a broken heart for being vulnerable, right? It's like, you know, that's powerful. You know, you want to do that. And this person appreciates that. And I feel like you are vulnerable and you are open, but there's still like a part of you that is reserved. That's the word. And that's what they want to say. Like, I feel like this person sees you the same way that you see everyone else. And that might be a little intimidating even for you, because it's like, well, no one's seen me that way, so how would this person be any different? But they see you that way. So we've got Taurus energy on the bottom: trust, patience, and sensuality. Yeah, you're someone that they trust. They trust the guidance that you give. They trust the wisdom that you give, but they're also very attracted to you. Virgo energy: integrity, reverence, and service. They see you being of service to others, and that's inspirational for them. They feel like you're an angel fallen from heaven. That's why you're so pure. Oh, that's so cute. We have water, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio: spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Yeah, they definitely feel like you're very intuitive. You might be psychic medium, or you have those gifts. And so that's something they wish they could tell you. Like, I appreciate that you have those gifts. I've never met anybody that has gifts like you have. You speak a lot of truth, the liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns, and the shadow is imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. Yeah, so this is the energy that, exactly what I was saying, like, you're helping to inspire others, helping them to let go of old beliefs. Like I said, is a butterfly really a butterfly? Like, these are questions that you ask, and that might not be the exact questions that you ask, but it's that same type of energy. Like, you're asking people to question what they know so that they can find their truth. And that's something that this person, they wish that they could tell you how much that inspires them to question things that they have also thought were just the way, this is the way it is. And seeker, yeah, you're a seeker for truth. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. The shadow is inability to commit to a path once found. Let's get some more. This is already interesting. I really like this. Okay, so what would they say to you? Hold on, homie. You belong there. Stay. Okay. Whoa, okay, this came out. We'll check that out. I don't know what that is, but whoa, already. Got cards flying. What would they say? What do they want to say? Unfinished business. No, we're not over yet. Whoa! Okay, I just had a whole grip of cards fly down. I'm not going to take them all, but we'll see what came through. I'm going to take this one. Signs and synchronicities. Coincidences, signal, hint, message from the universe. So they do feel like you're meant to be in their path. We've got divine intervention, wedding, grass is greener, relationship, and the player. This could have been someone who is a player and they're done with their player ways and they want to build a relationship with you. Okay, so yeah, we've got unfinished business. It's not over. Patterns, back and forth, and baggage. Like they want to tell you, we're not over yet. Like you may have thought we were done, but nope, this is only the beginning. That's what I'm hearing. All right, we'll check those out in a minute. We've got truth on the bottom. Yeah, confession, clarity, reveal secrets. I want to tell you how I feel, but I do feel like they're just scared. Like I feel like they've got a lot going on internally, and that's why they're not coming through just yet. So I got this new deck. I know I've used it a couple times already, but it's just called Love and Money. It doesn't have an artist. I wish I could tell you what the artist is, but it's just one of those decks that doesn't have an artist. So we're going to get some of these cards. What do they want to tell my fellow humans, Source? What would they like to tell them? They have something to say. Unexpected surprise. I feel like they're going to reach out to you randomly and you're not going to be expecting it at all. This is going to be like you basically have like sworn this person off or like written this person off. Like they're not coming through. They're just, whoa, okay. There we go. All right. That there on the bottom we've got, okay, it was deadline. Yeah, deadline. Says our relationship became another task to manage and we postponed us thinking there would be more time. So that's how they felt. Like they felt like you guys postponed each other because there was other things to focus on, and that was not like they didn't want it to be that way, and they still don't want it to be that way. So we have unexpected surprise. Surprises that spark introspection and lead to an emotional breakthrough. Unseen moments of joy that challenge your perception of what truly matters. And unexpected joy reveal hidden depths and profound connections. Okay, so I do feel like they're going to come through and they're going to tell you something. Like they're going to be like, hey, I really need to tell you how I feel. And you're going to be like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, that's the problem. You don't know. Or maybe you do know, but it's just like, that's old news. Like you have never said anything, so I just never thought you were going to come through. Okay, so I haven't brought these out yet, but I got these. This is the astrological deck. There's actually a ginormous book that goes with it that I have, but this is Astrology of You and Me, the Oracle, but the book is called Astrology of You and Me, and it's this pink color, and it looks just like this, and I have the book too, so I had to get the astrology cards that went with it, of course. Okay, obviously this is whatever. So if you're interested in what these are, that's what they are. Okay, and the artist, I can't remember if it says here who the artist is. It is Gary Goldschneider. Okay, so but let's get some astrology cards out on it. What more can you tell us about this person, Source? Can you give us some more energy about this person, what they would like to say, what energies they got going on? We're going to get 3 of these out, okay? And you'll understand why when I flip them over. What else can you tell us, Source, about this? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got Virgo Boss that flipped over. Okay, and we'll check these out in a minute. This is a massive deck, but we've got Virgo Boss. Their strengths are pragmatic, realistic, matter of fact, and their weaknesses are unresponsive, unsympathetic, and cold. And I feel like this is what you've been dealing with this person. They've been unresponsive, unsympathetic, and cold. Okay, and their interactive style is literal, concise, and economical. This person overthinks a lot. Okay, but this could have been a boss in your life. You could have been their boss. They could be a Virgo. Doesn't have to be, but they're also realistic. And they think that you two would be a perfect match. Okay, so let's get a couple more love cards on it here. What would they like to say? What message do they have for my fellow humans? Wow, okay. Yeah. Coffin just flipped over. Yeah, this is something that you thought was dead and gone. Okay, backstabbing. I don't feel like this person backstabbed you. They could have, but I feel like they just kind of kept you at a distance because they didn't want to be the one that hurt you, but it still felt like they were hurting you like that. Yeah, soulmates. Okay, so on the bottom we've got teddy bear. Interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, and wanting to date. Yeah, they want to date you. That's what they want to tell you. They want to come through. Fifth house energy. They want to come through and date you. They want to get together with you. They like you a lot. And they feel like the more you transform, the more that they can't stay away from you. So we have coffin here with new beginnings, liberation, reborn, and transition, tragic endings. Like, I do feel like you believe that this is ended. Like, it's just not going to go anywhere. Like, this is it. Like, they've been silent for so long. What's for me to think that they're going to come back now, right? So we've got backstabbing, heartbreak, pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. So I feel like this is just that separation coming in as well. But I do feel like you've been hurt a lot by other people. And it's like you never thought this person would just kind of leave you on red like that or ghost you in the way that they did. And I feel like that did hurt. I feel like that was painful. And they did. And so we've got soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, and life partner. This is how they feel about you. They definitely feel like the two of you are meant to be together. And I already hear some of you, well, if that's the case, why didn't they come through? Well, they were having a lot going on in their own life, and they were dealing with a lot of their own pain and sorrow, and they just weren't in a space where they could come through. Okay? Doesn't make how they acted right or wrong. It's just how they acted. Right? And it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt. It doesn't mean that it was right. It doesn't mean that it was wrong. It just means that's how they acted, and there was a lot that went with that, and that was for us to heal, right? Like, that's how we have to look at it. Regardless of how they showed up, it's for us to heal our trigger in that reaction or in that situation. So we've got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Wow. I can't make this up. They're coming back. They're like, hey, boo, what's up? I love you. And you're going to be like, I love you too, but I don't know about this. And remember, you're never required to invite someone back into your energy if it's just not, vibing with you. Like, that's cool, right? Source is not going to be mad at you. Your angels, no one's going to be mad at you. This person might be mad, but you know what? At the same time, they got to own where they came from too. So if they don't, they don't. If they do, they do. But remember, you are the one that's the prize, and you have the choice here. Work on your partnership. Give your relationship a chance. Yeah. All right, let's see what we've got going on here. Finances, money problems, work, material things, and success. I feel like this is why they left. One of the biggest things they left was because of finances, okay? You guys could be friends, acquaintance, trust, support, and loyalty, and they feel like you're a very good friend. They feel like you're very loyal, and I do feel like there's a sense of regret here, like, oh my gosh, like, I should have taken that more seriously than I did, but they just weren't in a position to do so. Yeah, magnetic attraction. You two are very, very attracted to each other. Alluring, lust, irresistible, and flirting. Yeah. And single, alone, isolation, lonely, and guarded. I feel like this is you. You might not be single, but I do feel like you're in that guarded energy. That's what I was feeling earlier. It was just like, I don't know. Like, it's cool that you love me and all, but shoot, I said something like 10 years ago, homie, and that's, the time's a ticking. Like, whoa, And don't feel bad about that, False flame. Wow. Puts you in an emotional roller coaster and causes distress. Partnerships hinders your progress and creates an obstacle. Intentions are unclear and makes you feel insecure. 24. I feel like this is what you were thinking about this person. They must have been a false twin flame or a false flame or a false connection. Like, it was just kind of like a fly-by-night thing. Like, it didn't really, it was just kind of one of those things like, oh, here 1 minute, gone the next. And I feel like they also think that you're thinking this, and that's something that they want to tell you. Like, I don't think that's true. Like, I think I'm really your person, and I'm not here to put a label on it, right? We don't have the twin flame card out here, but it's just they feel like they're your person. And then we have warning with bang. My warnings were there, hidden in plain sight, but you didn't take them seriously. Now we're forced to confront what was left unspoken. Yeah, that's why I said, like, I feel like for you, it's like you were telling him, hey, I love you, I care about you, like, I want to be in your life, I want you to be in my life, but I feel like they were going through a lot. They could have been a player, right? Like, we got the player card when that whole grip of cards came out and stuff, and they were just on a different level, and they weren't in a place where it was healthy for you. And, you know, that's the whole thing about this journey is, like, we live and we learn, and then when we learn, we get to make choices because everybody always comes back. Whether they want to or not, there's just this weird cyclical thing that happens. Being a human, we all go back to each other. And there's no telling as to why it happens. Like, it's just, oh, we're thinking about them, whatever. It's because we're learning it from our cycles, right? And so we're clearing things out. And I feel like that's what's happening here is you're clearing out a cycle. Okay, so let's take a look at the astrology cards here. We got Gemini Parent. Okay, so interested, varied, and enthusiastic, and their weaknesses are worried, stressed, and absent. It says the interactive style is positive, engaged, and energetic. I feel like this was your energy. You were very engaged. Okay, you were very ready for this positive. I'm looking forward to this. I'm really enthusiastic about this. I'm interested in you. I'm showing you I'm interested, but also the weaknesses were being apparent here when they were not able to show up. It left you stressed, worried, and maybe even absent from situations that needed your attention. Okay. Cancer boss. Okay, so again, boss energy. They could have very well been a boss, or they could have worked with you. We have low-key, easy, and enthusiastic, overly demanding, expectant, and particular, persuasive, emotive, and empathetic. So trying to bring back the family. That's what I just heard here. So this person could have a family, and that's what's been keeping you two apart from each other. It could be a secret family. It could be a known family. Take that how it resonates. Wedding rings, union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love and devotion. They'll always love you. And I never got a chance to say that. Hiding true feelings, pretending, delude, gaslight, and personify. Never got a chance to tell you how I really felt. You were brave enough to say how you felt. You were brave enough to bring forth how you felt about the connection, what you wanted from the connection. And instead, I just went and hid myself. The chaser. Fear of abandonment, chasing, codependencies. This is how I felt. I felt like you were chasing me and you were afraid of being abandoned. And so all I could do was abandon you. I didn't mean to hurt you, but it was all I could do because I wasn't in that energy. The dragonfly, lighthearted, adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and healing. So I do feel like if they do come forward and tell you how they feel, really, like over a message, a phone call, like they connect with you, I feel like you're gonna feel better. Like you're gonna feel okay. Like I wasn't crazy about this connection. I wasn't going, like how sometimes you're connected to someone and nothing happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, was I the only person that was feeling something? And that doesn't really make you feel that good either, because you're like, why was I attracted to someone who didn't want anything to do with me? Like, what the heck? And this is just saying, like, I feel like it's gonna make things clear for you. Like you're gonna understand a lot more things, whether that's a yes or no on your part. Again, that's your choice. Separation. Yeah, again, the separation card coming out. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Children. Didn't I say someone could be in a family, like trying to get the family back together? So your love life is being affected by children. Yeah. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. These are things they wish they could tell you. Like, I've got kids, I've got things going on. Like, I'm sorry that I ran away from you. I'm sorry that I wasn't clear. Like, I thought my warnings were clear. I was just trying to stay distant so that you didn't get hurt. I feel like you were the last person in the world that they wanted to hurt, but, usually when that happens, then we automatically move up to the top of the list and become the first person that someone hurts. It's not that it's intentional. It's just the way that things work, especially when we're unhealed. So this is a snake, a symbol of transformation and rebirth, is known for shedding its skin and emerging anew. In many cultures, snakes are revered for their ability to represent cycles of life, death, and rebirth. This card suggests that you are in a period of transformation and growth. The snake encourages you to embrace changes happening within and around you, knowing that you are leading into a new phase of your life. So the direct is embrace the transformation you are undergoing and let go of the old and welcome the new with open arms. And the reverse is you may be resisting necessary change or clinging to outdated habits. Consider whether the fear of the unknown is preventing you from evolving. So the questions are, what transformations am I currently undergoing? Am I resisting necessary changes? And how can I embrace the new phases of my life? So I feel like what they want to say to you is like your change and your transformation has actually inspired them to change and transform themselves. And that's been something that's been very difficult for them and very harrowing, because it's made them face parts of themselves that they never thought they would have to face. And one of those things that they're having to face is how deeply they hurt you, and they deeply regret that. And I feel like part of them coming through will give you an apology, but it might not be in the way that you expect it. Okay, and so this is kind of one of those things to keep an open mind, and don't hold on to a time frame here. Don't be like, well, when is it coming? Is it coming tomorrow? Is it coming next week? Is it coming next year? Like, don't hold on to a time frame, because I feel like Source wants to surprise you with this, and it's going to be one of those things that, like, it's a big surprise. It's going to catch you off guard, but not necessarily in a bad way. And remember, please, please always keep this in mind. You are the prize, and the choice is and will always be yours. You have a right to say no, okay? And you equally have a right to say yes. So if you felt like this was your reading, leave the little snake emoji down below and say it is through blending and owning both my light and my dark that I grow into this bright light within the world, and I attract to me exactly what I desire. And if you felt like it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you're to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box, including how to reach me for a personal reading and how to join as a member. With that, I do want to take a quick second and thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this intense reading. And until next time, stay human. Bye.